Paul, to take a lead and control the first half and then come out the second half, and would you say a performance not up to standard, to come away with a point? Do you think we should have maybe came away with 3?
Well, they conceded with 4 minutes to go, and the nature in which we did was disappointing. It'll be interesting to see the goal now when we get it on the video. But we had no control in the second half, with total control in the first half, and that's a disappointing thing. You know, you're coming to Ards here, the pitch is first generation 3G. We're not used to playing on it. Not that that's an excuse, but we didn't. It's a difficult game. They're used to playing here. It's our home game. You know, you have to earn the right. They won the game, and we didn't do enough second half. Better than last week, was more emotion. In fairness, last week was a write-off, so we can't fault the players. But they lead 1-0, have some chances, particularly in the first half. We should have really went 2-0 up, and you know that would have been a big turning point. But as I say, they conceded before 4 minutes to go, and the second half was disappointing.
I was just going to say, I mean, we could have been 2 or 3 up at half time. I mean, the chances that we created in the first half, I mean, we started off so brightly as well. I mean, we almost got an early start right from the kick-off, but I mean, to come away in the second half, did you say to them to go out and just continue doing what we were doing?
Well, that's it. You don't want to go too heavy with them, and we talked to them about their game management. Now, it's a young team, and they have to learn quickly. You know, at the end of the day, there was no real emotion at half time. We have to keep doing the same again. They're going to up our game because they're 1 down. The manager's going to galvanise them, and they started off like that in the start of the second half, and then we never really got the grips with it. In particular, players up the pitch. You know, I need them doing more. We need more in terms of presence in the front line. Michael, in fairness, has scored a good goal, but he needs to kind of. Now it's 4 games in fairness, and we're still forming our game. But Michael needs to get a wee bit better with his mobility, getting around the play and keeping it in there. Spike as well has got that, and it's just we need to kind of get more momentum going forward, and we didn't have enough second half, and that was the most disappointing thing. And then we turned it into a scrap as well, when we should have enough about us and our quality to get the ball under control and make passes and get at their goal, but we didn't do enough, and that's why we ended up conceding.
I mean, now to go away obviously to concede goals in the last couple of minutes is obviously a bit of a kick for it, and obviously it's something we don't want something to work on, basically, could you say, over the next couple of weeks? Because I mean, it's 2 weeks in a row. I mean, but you know yourself going into this season, it's going to be one of those years.
Listen, you're not getting yourself set until you're probably week 9, until the first set of games is out of the way, at least. So we have a lot of games to be playing. We need to make sure that we're better concentrated for the 96, 97, 98 minutes. We weren't today. That was a problem. We didn't do enough in the second half. And we are still coming to terms with what we're doing and how we're playing. As I said, first halves. But if we have them chances and take them, then it's a different second half. You know, because if a team's just a 1-goal lead, it's a better lead. You know, if it's just a 2-goal lead, they're going to have to go at it, and there's going to be more opportunities to go forward. But we didn't do enough, as I said, second half. When it's just 1-0, it gives them a wee foothold in the game. And as I said, they bombarded us. We didn't do enough on the turnover, and they scored with 4 minutes to go from just a basic punt in the box.
2 final things before I let you go tonight. I mean, obviously next week we've got another game, a massive game against Portadown. I mean, we just heard tonight there they get beat by Bangor 1-0 at Shamrock Park. Now they're going to be coming up with their tails up, looking to try and get something at our place next week, because you knew when they were going to be coming up anyway, they're going to be a big test, because a lot of people are saying they're league favourites. But again, next week's going to be one of those ones where you're going to have to put a lot of work in for preparation at least.
Well, Portadown's, you know, in terms of status as a club, they're a big club. You know, they're ex-Irish League champions. They've got quality players. They've got Premiership players. So you can see why they're favourites. But at the end of the day, everybody's put us in this favourite bracket as well, which is interesting. And the players are having to deal with this pressure, if you like. Some of them aren't used to it, but I would rather be like that, where people are saying, look, the Welders are a good side. We're not a bad side, but we haven't done anything. We need to do a lot more. As I says, we need to own games better. Second half, we didn't own the game well enough, and we didn't get around the play. And you know, they're all big games. You know, you're saying Portadown next week's a big game. We have 7 big days now. Of obviously, I think it's Portadown, Ballynacash, and the County Antrim, which will be a big competition for us. And then obviously Institute as well. So listen, every game is big. We have to play to our maximum every game if we want to get something out of it. And tonight, we're getting there. Work in progress, improvement from last week, but we need to do better second halves.
One final thing before we go. I mean, the window's shutting in a couple of days. Are we going to be seeing a bit more ins and outs coming in the club the next couple of days?
Possibly. We might be signing somebody else now in the next 24, 48 hours. So, and I think that'll be our buzzing and stone. But I'm quite pleased with the squad that we've got. I think it'll get better because it's young. There's legs and there's energy there. And you know, we need maybe one more key player, which I think we'll be able to do. So we'll hopefully have more good news on that on the start of next week.